I kept thinking whether this is going to be the type of topic that I want to discuss on today's episode, but I mean, we're here now, so we might as well discuss men and first dates. My name is Mwenesi, and this is Get Yours. The fact that it's called a first date means that you're obviously expecting this is not going to be, the last. There's going to be something coming after this, whether it's a second date or third date, probably settling down, whatever it is. Whatever purpose you're going to go on a romantic get together with someone of the opposite gender with, or, you're doing something romantically inclined, what should you do? How should you behave? What should you wear as a guy? Now, I'm not going to suggest that I'm the expert on these things, but I will just give you my opinion. I'll give you my views of what I think you should do as a guy, and hopefully these will be useful. I'm sure there's so many tips out there on the internet, and you guys can Google your lives away about what to do, but these are just my own thoughts in terms of what you should do as a guy on the first date. Now, your first date is an opportunity for you guys to gauge each other. Not only is it an opportunity for her to see, are you worth your salt? Is this someone who she can introduce to her friends and family? Is this someone that she wants to have a good time with? Or is this someone that she sees something seriously potential with down the line? It should also be an opportunity for you to understand whether this person that you're meeting has the potential for you to, make something out of, or is this just going to be one of those situations which is just a good time and that's it? For me, putting your best foot forward on your first date should be your first and number one priority, but it should not overshadow the whole agenda for the date in the first place. You want to keep the environment as carefree and as fun as possible, because the minute guards are down, the easier the interaction will be between you guys. So you want a carefree, fun-loving attitude that you're bringing to the table. Of course, first impressions count for a lot, and so your basic hygiene and grooming and looks need to be important. Keep as much symmetrical things going as possible, look as symmetrical as possible as a guy. Whatever's happening on this side should be happening on this side. And then, like I said, grooming and hygiene, these are non-negotiables. You need to look good, you need to smell good, and understand that you're there to be the version of yourself that you would be the most of when you're with her, so that you're not doing something that is going to be over the top that you cannot sustain. And this is the first thing that most guys tend to make a mistake about, is you want to dress so well, so perfectly, so over the top, like you're going for an event, that sustaining that is going to be quite difficult. So however you think you will be throughout, do that and be the best version of that as possible. If you're a t-shirt and jeans guy, then have your best t-shirt and jeans on that day. If you are a smart casual guy, then do that. But also, the activity that you're going for is going to dictate how you dress and how you look. But for me, hygiene and smelling good, showering, putting on your deo and having a decent scent is not a negotiable. And make sure that your clothes are clean, because you want to be judged favorably from the onset. Now that that's out of the way, and you've now, as the guy, have done your best to look good, be the one to set the agenda if you can, because leadership is something that a man I believe is an attractive quality, and I think that's something that women would appreciate, is if a man shows some leadership. So whether it's the logistics of where you guys are going, how you guys are going, what you guys are going to do, be the one to take the initiative, suggest certain things. That way, it gives the woman some room to at least sit back and say, okay, you know what? Someone here is in charge, someone here is in control, someone here has the initiative, and that level of initiative is going to set the tone for the rest of your relationship going forward. The third aspect that I want to talk about from a guy's perspective, and I think I mentioned it at the beginning, is keep the attitude and the environment as light as possible. If you have a bit of humor that you can inject, do that, because you don't want a situation where it's so serious, so uptight, that you don't give the other side the opportunity to relax. Be as relaxed as possible yourself. Go in and know that, you know what, I'm here to see what's going to happen. I'm here to find out if there's anything that is going to happen between us. So don't put pressure on yourself. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Don't put pressure on yourself to try and be so impressive, to try and be whatever. Be yourself and keep the environment as relaxed as possible. Think of it as you're going to meet someone who could potentially be a friend, but who could potentially be more than friends. So go out for the purpose of making friends first. And how do you make friends with someone? That's point number 4. Ask them about themselves. It is better to be interested than interesting, all right? Find out about the other person. Most men tend to want to be so impressive. I want to impress you by showing you my connections, showing you my money, showing you my this, showing you my that. Yeah, okay, fine. That will come off by virtue of me just engaging you and seeing you. But if you keep the conversation about yourself and you keep talking about yourself the whole time, what's the point of you guys going on a date and trying to get to know each other if the conversation is just about yourself? So do your best to be as curious and inquisitive as possible. Find out about her. What does she like? What are her interests? What does she want to do? And that way you come off as being caring, interested, and a nice guy. All right, your ability to be perceived as a nice guy will come from how much care and concern you show for her by being curious about her requirements and what it is that she wants to do, rather than you just going on and on and on about yourself. The last thing that I want to say is have some confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself and know that you are worth your salt. You have what it takes. You have something that is of value. That's the whole reason why she's coming on a date with you, because she wants to see whether this value that, she kind of sensed was there is actually there. So believe in that value, all right? And as you close off the date, make sure that you are confident enough to say, I hope that you had a good time. I would love to see you again if that's okay with you, and keep it that way. The whole time that this is happening, the number one thing that I will encourage all men to do is smile. For the love of God, be happy. Put a smile on your face, regardless of how the date is going to go. Make sure that your demeanor and your attitude is positive, that you have a smile on your face. And remember, happy people are attractive people. The happier you are, the more attractive you are, and happy people go further. I hope that was useful, guys. Let me know about your first date experiences. I'm sure some of us have some horror stories. I've heard my fair share of horror stories. And some of us have had some really good experiences. And whatever reason you're dating for, if you're dating to settle down or you're getting to know each other, and it is what it is. I'm not here to judge on the reasons why you're dating. This was just a request that was put to me as far as first dates are concerned. Remember, all I want you to do is get yours.